On December 13th, the History Channel premieres The People Speak. It's a film about American democracy as told through the writings of those who've struggled for human rights in this country, whether in defense of Native Americans or African Americans or Latino Americans.
Democracy is not a spectator sport.
These are the words of everyday people.
Straight from the source.
Uncut, unfiltered. This is The People Speak.
Based on author Howard Zinn's classic book, A People's History of the United States, the film features readings by actors including Morgan Freeman and Marissa Tomei. Mr. Zinn, a professor emeritus at Boston University, is a producer on the project, along with his former neighbor, Matt Damon.
Well, I grew up next door to Howard, so he had a very big
We're still
influence.
next door.
Yeah, see, we haven't come far.
Can't avoid it.
So he gave my mom one of the very first copies of the first edition, and which we still have. It came out, I think, around 1980, and that was when I was in the 5th grade, and I remember taking it to class and reading excerpts, you know, to the class, and it very much shaped the way that I think about the world. So it's had a huge impact on my life.
10 years in the making, the film has had a rather storied past. In fact, the project first landed at Fox, where executives tried to create a fictional film based on passages from the book.
It was much too ambitious. And I mean, if you think the difficulty of making one feature film out of a historical event.
It's so hard to make a good movie anyway,
yeah,
you know, that it was really,
yeah.
and also the book then becomes more of a companion piece and less of a focus if you're making a fictional movie.
Political progressives have long embraced Zinn's book for its focus on America's underdogs. Consequently, the film could spark a wave of criticism from the right, but Zinn seems ready for that line of attack.
There were people on the extreme right who reacted with great hostility towards my book, and their attitude was, this book denigrates, puts down our country, the United States. And my reaction was, no, not at all. These people on the extreme right are confusing the government with the people. And they think that if you criticize the government, you're criticizing the country.
Because you're dealing with things that have actually been said throughout history. And again, we're not fictionalizing this. These are readings of actual voices throughout history. To me, it feels like a very patriotic movie.
Whatever criticism comes their way, Zinn and Damon remain passionate about this film, as well as its potential impact on a new generation of Americans.
To me, it's very exciting to think that these ideas will be brought to people who have never thought about them before and who may be, well, inspired by them.
The feeling of the piece is I think very optimistic ultimately, and very empowering in showing particularly young people that what they do matters, and what they do will and can change history.
Alan Frutkin, Mediaweek.